Hello and welcome back. How good of you to join, take a cup of coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy another episode of Stellaris, looking at our Sol station right now, where we build a beautiful colony ship, the first one of many to come. Now, the colony ship, of course, takes a bit of time, so yeah, we need to be patient about it, and it's pretty expensive, so I can't spam them anyway. We have also unlocked another tradition, and right on time, new colonies start off with one additional pop. Let's choose this one. So this colony ship actually has 2 pops now in store for this new planet, and thus it speeds up our economy right away once it is on the planet. Of course, that's still quite some time away. Now, what I'm also doing is the construction ship is still on its way to Sirius. Here we're going to establish our next star base, and with that we can also establish then our next planet that we want, and it's full of industrial districts, this one, and that's going to be a powerhouse for our economy. I think for Alpha Centauri it also has a lot of industrial districts. I hope this is a coincidence, because I would still like to have some generator worlds and research worlds, right? And I need more energy. Those two are not so great about that. Earth is rather fine. Okay, so we can build a few here, but I would really like to see a planet with lots of generator districts. We don't have that yet. Over here, and that's pretty cool, my science ship discovered more or less a complete cluster. So it's this star cluster there. We don't know what's over there in those stars yet. We know that this one has a beautiful neutron star. We know that there is an archaeological site in Sooth and a wormhole. So that's pretty cool for later then. And we don't know what's lurking here yet, but we can be a bit safe, right? Taking this choke point there is important as for our expansion plans, because this one secures a whole system for us, and would be even more important then if there is a planet that we can settle on. Now over there I can see that we have more choke points that are coming up, and unfortunately the tundra world has a very low habitability, so that's really not a good planet to settle on for now. It's getting better later then, of course, but for now, that's really bad. This is closed still, as I can't advance there. I'm too weak for that. We still have the crystalline study though, so we could still study those entities here with the research. That would take me 56 months, and that is just a long time, right? For our physics, 17 more months for the fusion reactor, and after that, who knows what happens. Another anomaly, we're going to ignore it for now. And the next starbase is finished in Sirius. I would like to go ahead and build the mining station and the research station right away in Sirius, which is a pretty cool system anyway, a binary star system. Fantastic looking. And just over there we have the continental world of Sirius, where we could now send a ship towards, if I had the materials for it. Unfortunately I don't, not at this point. And I certainly don't have enough energy to purchase it. I'm not willing to anyway. Right, so as we can see, my construction ship is continuing here with getting a station on Sirius 1, a rocky, molten world. Not a very friendly place. And since we have taken this sector now, my science ship, where we don't have anyone close by, could excavate the site. This science ship actually still is still serving here. And look at that, it's complete, and now it can go over there and start excavation of this site on Sirius Prime, or on our future Sirius Prime planet. And who knows what comes out of that. Now, at the same time, on the other side of our, well, known world for now, is another cluster, and this is turning out really interesting. So there is the ultimate choke point, right? If we control this system there, we basically have this whole cluster in our control. We could then take our time settling in it. So we do need to advance to that quickly. We are right now serving this system here, Ikeon. I think this is going to be a rather boring system. We do have some trade values here out of these asteroids. So trade stations here might make sense in the future. There, our first research has been finished. Fantastic. With that, we have unlocked a few more researches now. The coil gun that we could go with, the army damage, or the afterburners. And I would like to go with the powered exoskeleton, because this one here is going to unlock us the robots. And I want me some robots. Let's research that. And pop growth. is going to be finished now as well in 10 days. And I think another science ship is ready to do something. There it is.
Research complete.
And there's the pop growth speed. So pops on planets grow 10% faster now, which gives me the next research that we have here. And I think this is pretty obvious. We go for the monthly unity +2, which makes it possible for us to have more traditions faster. Another thing I can see right now is that consumer goods is negative. I might need to do something about that soon. And colonization has started. Oh, not yet.
Complete.
I just wanted to have a look at this beautiful colonization ship that is on its way now to Alpha Centauri. And after a bit of time, arrives at the designated target, and we should be seeing now
System survey complete.
some people being transferred down there.
Colonization in progress.
And the first human colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Alpha Centauri Prime. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. We also gain 474 research points out of this one here, out of this colonization. That is going to speed up our research of engineering, speeding it down I think by 2 months. And let's just see, it has started, and of course it's going to take a while, right? So we will have to wait now for quite some time on this one. The construction ship in the meantime is finished in series, and we should continue right away with expansion. And let's just see, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4, right? So 1 2 3 4, this one is the faster route. So I would like to go down this route here, and that pretty quickly for our expansion route. We don't know what's over there yet, so I'm not going to do that. The science ship is doing the excavation as it should, and we can continue energy, minerals. Let's build us some mining stations in Alpha Centauri. There's lots of energy and minerals waiting, and I think we need another science ship. Or we take this one.
Research complete.
Fusion reactor has been finished now as well. Let's have a look. Deflectors we could get for our ships. This is basically, I think, a bigger shield. Yep. And improved reactor booster, but the research speed +5% is what I'm after in that one. Another leader has gained a level up. That's fine for us. What's happening on Earth? We have enough jobs, we have enough housing, enough amenities. Nothing I can really do here right now. The research lab is, the second one is finished. And yep, 2 of them are already working there. So both of our researchers are now working.
Survey complete.
And that's boosting our research to 119. And just as I'm in the middle of admiring our new, well, we're quite tiny planet, a new tradition can be unlocked. Now, in this case here, pop growth speed increased by 10% on top of everything else. I think another very good trade. We could also go down the discovery route now, and this would increase our anomaly research speed by +20% and unlock us the Map the Stars edict. I'm still going here with pop growth speed, because 2 planets then with the increased pop growth, that's going to matter quite a lot. And after that we might go discovery and then gradually finish both of these trees before we head into supremacy that I need as an empire, of course. Now, I haven't really talked about a lot about the crisis factor, the crisis thing that we can do now in Stellaris. So if you are an evil empire, later on we can become the crisis once we fight it off. And I'm definitely, I think, heading towards the evil later on with my robot army. This is a pretty cool one. This is a ring system with a planet in it. Another continental world, Afromika it is called. We're definitely going to rename that. I don't know who actually named it that way. In a pretty big system. So this system has lots of objects, asteroids, belts, a big sun in the center, and some gas giants, right? And one beautiful continental world. Pretty far away though. but that should not hinder us one bit later down the road. That is really cool there, so this sector definitely belongs to us then. We haven't found anyone else yet, and the site, we have finished the first chapter, the strange ruins. So this is, by the way, still in Sirius, right, where we are exploring the ruins now here on this planet. The strange ruins show no signs of damage beyond neglect. Homes, factories, buildings of unknown use, they all stand empty and abandoned. Where did everyone go? It seems like that a large building in the center of the colony may hold the answer. And we do get the first minor artifacts. Very good, some 5 of them, and we continue. So this is pretty cool that we get it so early on. Wait a second, it was... We cannot use them yet, right? There we have them, and we could now activate those relics for some 500 energy and give us a nice bonus on our economy. For Sirius, we do need a colonization ship anyway, right? This one here. And let's do that. I don't want to waste any more time. Purchasing some consumer goods again, and we can now build Sirius Prime colony ship, the next one on the way, right? So that we also settle up there. Both of them unfortunately are industrial. I mean, that isn't bad necessarily, because it will give us lots of alloys and consumer goods. But it's still the problem with the energy that I fear. Now the next research has been finished. Nyamba, that is our beautiful neutron star. And there we will be expanding then soon. The other science ship is already in this cluster now. This one here might actually, we might actually start with researching the first anomalies that we have in the systems. So in Alpha Centauri there is the cloud stance that we already had for this gas planet, and there might be something interesting that we find in it. The other 2 science ships, this one is searching here, or after the anomaly we might continue into this cluster there.
Anomaly found.
Decisions. Let's get over here after it, right? Because this is looking like another interesting choke point. Then we would have that one and that one. That's looking like something. Another anomaly, and yes, there is a 90% habitability planet over there. But that's really far away. It's not going to happen for quite some time. All our ships are busy. And busy bees. There's nothing we can do with them yet. We just wait a bit there. And we're still growing really quickly on Earth. We still have 3 jobs left for
System
the technicians.
Complete.
And since we don't need that much food, what I might do is, here, I might reduce the pop for one of the foods. That should be possible, right? And assign it to the technician that I need to have the highest priority on. Now with that, we should be pushing the energy credits there a bit. Hopefully. 23, 11 specialists that we have right now. Everything is full there. Nothing I can do. Another system survey has been completed, I hear. It's down here. In Sheraton. Looks like Satan's planet. Or Satan's world. Very aggressive looking sun. Another choke point is coming up. So we have that one, and that one that I will focus on for now. Right? So those are the systems that we have to focus our attention towards. This now, once the colonization ship is finished, we are going to build another construction ship. And then I can continue into this area. We need to do this the careful way, since we have pretty aggressive AI opponents. Oh, and the anomaly that we were researching has, well, brought something to the surface. What we had assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is in fact not. Beneath a deceptive cover of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet, a barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven quite embarrassing to the astronomical community on Earth. It's remarkable. We have a new barren planet that we could terraform in the future, and the researcher gains 200 experience points out of that. That was in Alpha Centauri, was it not?
Construction complete.
It should have been over there, right? That's a new barren planet, right? For later, it might be good. Usable. So the gas is gone, and we really just have a stone planet now. Excavation, the next one in the abandoned ruins on Sirius Prime. Oh, crystals once again. A large crystal has been found inside
Colony
what we now
established.
know to have been the colony's central administrative center. In some way we cannot fully describe, the crystal seems to have wanted to be found and is trying to communicate with us. Perhaps with further study, communication will be possible. This is pretty cool. Another artifact we find and 780 research points for physics. And of course we continue. This is really interesting. So there are some ruins and leftovers from an ancient civilization, and it seems like some of those remains, like the crystals, can actually communicate with us. We'll see. This also started the Habitable Worlds survey, so we have a new initiative that we can start here. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. And yes, let's begin the Habitable Worlds survey event.
Log
20
updated.
influence is really nothing that I care about right now. And Alpha Centauri has finished colonization. That means we have now one fully new working world that we can work on, that can work for us. Right now it's only
Research
consuming
complete.
though a bit of energy and a bit of consumer goods and nothing else. So we need to start. We have 2 pops and I'm eager to do something here. We don't have a, wait, first of all, yeah. Let's first of all put it as a colony. This increases the happiness, amenities and stability. So that is the focus of this planet for now. And then, that's the tricky part here. These industrial districts, they cost me 2 energy upkeep but produce consumer goods and alloys. And yes, let's start with that. I'm pretty bad at consumer goods right now. I know I could change my trade policy to the mixed one and would get some consumer goods out of it. And I think for now it actually makes sense, right? To have in the trade policy consumer benefits. So let's actually go with that. It's going to take some time before we can change that again, but this should now turn it around. We do have some trade value already. There it is. Perfect. We are now positive on the consumer goods and we only lost a bit of energy there. Next one, robotic works. That's it. With that, we can finally have robots working for us. It takes us 36 more months. And for this one, we do need to leave one more building slot open because that's a robotic assembly plant, right? And with that, we basically double our pop production on the planets because then we have those slave robots that can work for us. I don't know if they work on industrial districts though. I don't think so. Artisan job and metallurgist job. I don't think they can work on that. We'll find out. We'll find out. Now, a micro Singularity recently intersected Proxima Centauri 1, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core. Further study may be warranted. Proxima Centauri gets another research point, 3 more research points. I don't say no to that. My science ship, let's continue into this unknown territory. And I think my construction ship should never be idle, goes towards Nyamba, towards our neutron star, because then we can continue towards this choke point there, and that's all I really care at this point. I want to secure this whole cluster here for myself, and I want to do this quickly. They're on the way. The next colony ship is on its way to Sirius Prime now. So let's just have a look at that ship as it is now on its way, exiting the system of Sol. And breeding grounds. Okay, like it seems the Amor Alveo system firstly gave us a hostile impression, but actually it looks like there are some signs of habitability on the planets and some sign forms of life. And this is in Amor Alveo, where we have made another encounter. Where is that? It's over here. And this... Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Oh, this is a pretty cool system, by the way. We have this storm in the center of these 3 stars. This is looking fantastic. But there are lots of hostile alien vessels right now. I think my science ship got back home. This is another first contact protocol that we have now, and I can assign now someone to that. And she already did a pretty good job at first, so let's have her doing it again.
Colonization
and she's going to find out what's going on over there. Besides looking pretty cool, it looks pretty dangerous to me as well. Fantastic. My science ship, what should we do with you? Well, let's continue this route to this choke point there. And another research has been finished. Research speed plus 5%. We get the capacity subsidies. That's pretty cool. So an upgrade for our energy grid for, yeah, if we would have them, power planets, generator planets. Service speed 25%. Yeah, let's go for the capacity subsidies. Service speed is not our choke point at the moment, right? It's not our bottleneck. Nothing's happening there. This construction is still taking its time. Does he actually do anything there? Yeah, I think those workers are just totally hypnotized by this beautiful planet there. Sun. The neutron star. Alright, still going to take a bit of time. The colonization of Sirius Prime has officially started. And I'm glad that we can actually colonize it while we also have the excavation on it, right? So there's quite a lot happening on this planet there right now, with lots of industrial districts. So that's going to be quite the powerhouse there for anything productive. Well, for our contacts, we're still all alone. So there's nothing going on right now here except that it's us, basically. The Imperium of Sol. We are now 54. Our leader is 54, so he's still pretty good, well off. There's going to be no, well, no imminent
Construction complete.
heir that we need for now. And Yambar has finished its construction. A new star system in our empire. And I might continue now to this choke point down here. Taking the turn. Oh, wait a second. No. Let's not do that. Let's get here straight away. This one, this one, this one, and then we are safe. And then I can continue here. I don't expect any bigger force to come this way if it's not them. Nope, this is alien vessels once again. It's way too strong to be an AI opponent. So I don't think we have AI opponents lurking around in these areas for now. But it's fine. It's also a bit of security against the outer world. We continue there. And that's basically all we can do for now, while we continue to build up our economy. And the first contact, crooks. We named them crooks. So we had the demons and now we have the crooks. That's them over here. Those guys in this fantastic system. Upon entering Amor Alveo, our sensors picked up strange readings. Dismissed at first as glorified asteroids, things quickly changed when it was discovered that these entities reacted aggressively to movement in space, even at great distance. Observation of these entities, preferably from a safe distance, is advised. We're going to do this. We don't even know if they're hostile yet. It looks pretty hostile to me. Stay tuned.